If you can outwork adversary and enjoy imply, you can ensure your own success and whatever it you choose to do. Whatever you are doing, do it one, then do it one more time, even more carefully. Practice will make everything seem easier. Be diligent, be thorough. Think of every job you do at first, so you have to get it right. And the last same time, if you will cannot chance to get over, don't just work out yourself. Only parent clapping. In fact, you can work out yourself. If you cannot work yourself, then pretty much nothing can prevent you. My father gave me a camera, and the most beautiful thing about it was that it did not work. We all had those like our 101. I learned that things don't always fulfill a need, that sometimes when things are broken, the greatest creativity emerges from. I found myself looking at my world magical through unusual lens, and the fact that there were never actual to see taught my most important lesson. Yes, that creativity is a process. It does not need to an outcome or a product for the world to accept it. It's not only the truth, its own expression. It comes from within and make up the world whatever you wish. So don't be afraid of your own creativity on it. It doesn't always have to be seen approved by an expression, and it belongs as much as you dare to universe and imply it. Own creativity is not for everyone to like or understand or ask. It's not up for sale. Some creativity has a bigger role to play. It keeps your company when you are alone, when you need a friend, when the world doesn't seem to understand you, your creativity, whatever that may be. I know a friend of mine who make a lot drone, a back from airplane. Whatever your creativity is, your creativity will be the only thing that will keep honest to the end, whatever it may be. Mine is poetry. I wish I write. It's so bad that sometimes cringe to read it myself. It's crap, but I write it. It's my sacred plate. It's mine to make me feel free and happy. So you find yours, and if you won't love it, if it doesn't, even better, because now you will truly have a friend. So keep the creativity. My father was a funny guy. He had capacity to turn any kind. It's a way of seeing the lecture filled with a bit of honor. Without sense of humor, the world would always dull and greedy plate. No doctorate of the pie should ever be on. I'm going to tell you a few. If you're not bored, I have got about. I used to live on the third floor at a pupil on third floor 10. My friend and I used to throwing down, rapid, tidbit, dog shit wrap into newspapers. They usually stop. One day the old gentleman, always an old gentleman on the ground floor, had enough out of daily. He charged us, yelling at stop, blah blah blah. And the whole colony it must wasteland. My father was there and I kept screaming. My father came down, look, calmly. Blah 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 blah. And instantly defused. The old man smiled, went into the apartment, worked out how dog shit need to be deployed over a cup of tea and line were packed. And there were another incident. I had been this attractive the girl who lived in our building as smooth as I have always. For some reason, it a cup a, with a daily character called Autobomb. She very impressed to me with me. I've always been good with girls like that, yeah, you know. In this insanely romantic belief of mine, her letterbox soon exploded before her eyes, and I still don't know why their dessert slow motion were replaced with scream which he flew up. I took my train and on Macho Man should do. Few hours later the doorbell rang. I looked up and the mother of the love of my life was standing outside looking insane. I found a place to hide. My father opened the door. The lady began to rattle off the complaint. Your son, my son is not good. And he listened patiently. You know, Mom, as I was packing, I was getting angry, but then I suddenly realized how beautiful you are. And I can imagine if your daughter looked, and how can my son blame for falling up? The lady went sliding as my father continued telling. Then she became a little quiet. Another cup of tea was had, and she said, Beta, just because my daughter behaved badly with her, you should come home, sit with us, and have friends. So not only did my dad get me for blowing up the girl at the pub, he actually get me enrolled to long relationship with the love of her that later 6 years.